view just never gets old, does it? Absolutely fantastic. English Riviera down here in the south of England. Not quite the weather that you expect from the English Riviera, but spring is en route. I can see daffodils floating around the golf course, which always indicates to me that the golf season is only just around the corner. So welcome to the Sunday morning show. I just thought this week we'd get out and play a few holes, have a chat about what's been going on, certainly on the channel. I've been traveling quite a bit. It's actually really nice to be home. I know we get to see some beautiful places around the world, and I'm so grateful of that, of those opportunities. But sometimes it is just nice to get home. Got a few things I want to get through today, but first and foremost, I want to say a massive thank you to so many of you that have supported the new DHG merch shop. Jordan's literally been busy boy, wrapping up all your parcels and getting them out the door. Funnily enough, sold out of the little bum bag that everyone was taking the mickey out of me about. That's gone, so thank you those that have got warm hands, because it is a hand warmer. And tumblers, Jordan's tumblers. Jordan has sold out of his tumblers. He literally was celebrating when I walked through the doors on Thursday morning at the club to say that all the tumblers that he had designed and put together have been sold. So thank you so much for those of you that supported. We've got so much more coming. We're just waiting for the delivery to arrive. So if you're looking to get yourself a new club scrubber or something with DHG written all over it, there's some more stuff coming. So thanks again for everyone that's supported. Down in the description of this video, you'll be able to see a link to the shop. One thing you may notice as we wander around this golf course, swing changes, things like that, and I hope you enjoyed the video that we put out. I don't think it was this week, it was the previous week, which was with Ben Emerson, talking about the K-vest and how that works and my transitions, how my hips and shoulders and body all rotate through the shot. I've got myself out of sync, basically, and I don't even know if I've ever been in sync. It's quite funny, isn't it? You know, I don't feel like I'm maximising the power that my body has the opportunity to produce for the golf shots. So many people commenting, sort of saying about their age and saying, well, you know, I'm in my 60s or I'm in my 50s or even 70s, saying, you know, is this transition going to be the same for me? And yeah, absolutely, 100% it's going to be the same for you. It just, we all go at it in different speeds. Obviously, my transitional speed compared to Rory McIlroy's transitional speed is going to be very, very different. What I would say is just be careful, all right? We don't want to see any popped hips or putting your back out, trying to twist and turn. Go and speak to somebody about it. That's the first thing. Give Ben Emerson a call. He can always talk you through some stuff, and if you live near him, go and check him out. He's a fantastic lad. He's a fantastic coach, one of which I'll be heading up to see him again because I've got a few other things that I want to talk to him about. But I hope you enjoyed that video. If you haven't checked that video, make sure you go and check it out. The other thing for me, and you'll see it as we kind of go around, is that I'm just working on a little move through the ball. You'll see me kind of work on a little technique, a little drill that I've got where I'm trying to almost like keep the face a little bit open. I'm a flipper. I'm somebody who flips the ball, flips the club, turns the ball over. Sometimes I manage it, sometimes I don't. All about timing. James Ruth and I sat at the airport in Turkey and we're just sort of analysing my swing a little bit and just sort of saying, you know, I need to feel like I'm staying in posture, get my hips to rotate a little bit more, but also trying to feel like my face just stays a little bit more neutral to come through the shot. It's certainly helping. Absolutely helping, that is. It's something I used last week at Aphrodite Hills when I was there. Again, I'll tell you a little bit about that as well. But bunker shot, up and down. Not the easiest bunker shot in town. We've got loads of green to work with. You can either throw it all the way or you can kind of release it up. Let's try the throw it all the way option. So that last shot I used a sand wedge. On this shot I got a little 9-iron, so I'm going to play it just a little bit short and let it release up the green. Just open the face just like you would a normal bunker shot, weight forward, everything you're doing the same, but this time it's just going to come out a little lower, a little bit more release. To all you greenkeepers out there that commented on a previous Sunday morning show, rake in the bunker. 9-iron, took a bit of a funny bounce as it landed, kicked it left but got it pin high. So we can have that one away, and then this is the birdie opportunity with the sand wedge all the way to the flag. In. So no right or wrong way of choosing which bunker shot you want to play, what club you want to use. I would say probably the 9-iron can be the scariest for most people, because ultimately it's not got a lot of loft on it. They're scared of it leaving it in the bunker or thinning it into the face, or even just hitting it into the face. Got to trust it, make sure your lip's not too high when you're playing that type of shot. But certainly a shot you want to practice and sort of work on, because it's a very, very good shot to use. I use it a lot if I'm under maybe a little bit of pressure. Don't want to throw a wedge all the way to the back point. Always easier to throw something short and let it release. So definitely worth practicing, but at the end of the day, it's just a skill that you've got to learn if you want to take your game to another level. Birdie though, 1 under. Look at the striping on these fairways for the beginning of March. As always, Sunday morning show brought to you in association with Golfing Days. Just catching up with the boys. I'm actually away with Mark Hatton, who runs Golfing Days. Him and I are going over to Spain, northern Spain, Seville country. We're going to go over and do a few days at the end of this week coming. We're going to go over for a few days where we're going to go and have a little look around where Seville kind of grew up. We're going to go to the beach where he hit lots of shots when he grew up practicing. And I'm going to play the golf courses around the area. His actual course that, again, he grew up playing. So really excited to get out and do that. I've been wanting to do that for some time, just haven't had the opportunity, and obviously the boys at Golfing Days have provided that for us to get out there and do some filming around it, so a big thank you to them. They've been away out in Portugal on a Pro-Am. One lad who you need to keep your eye on, and I'm hoping, we'll come on to the match in just a minute, but I'm hoping Ollie will be able to bring him on a match at some point, a lad called George Blore. George has been over in the Pro-Am. I played behind him the last time I was out there in November, and he shot rounds of, I think, 10 under, 9 under, 7 under. Ooh, that's proper golf, isn't it? 10 under par to back that up with 9 under to then back that up with 7 under. Yeah, keep your eye out for George Blore. I think somebody who has the opportunity to go quite a way in this game. Turn over. Talking about the video, Golfing Days video, hope you enjoyed this week's video at Frilford Heath. Fantastic to spend obviously time with Ollie, get to know Ollie even more, and then for him to bring Lewis along. What a great golfer, powerful player. Obviously Gilly completely on form. Amazing to see Gilly sort of firing in those 4-irons closer than what those boys could get there, kind of almost 6s and 7s and even 8-irons into the green. But some of you sort of mentioning about Jordan, him commenting on the channel and commenting when we're going around the golf course. That was kind of my idea. The idea behind that is that Ollie and Lewis never been on camera before, certainly on the channel, so sometimes we don't know what's kind of whether they're going to talk a lot or not talk a lot. And I always sort of say to Jordan, make sure you keep the flow going, keep the conversations going. Nothing worse than videos when you don't have too much chat. But I thought the banter was absolutely perfect, kept it moving forward. We've done the front 9 and we've still got to get the back 9 done, which will be coming out in a couple of weeks' time. And if you want to come along to one of our next matches, which is going to be at St Melian on the 16th of March, about 9 o'clock in the morning, that's where we'll be. Well, we've had some fantastic news in the Hendriksen household earlier this week. Laura, wife Laura, who, for some of you that don't know, Laura is a PGA professional. She's a fantastic golfer. She was England girls champion. She was England ladies match play champion. Represented England a number of times and then moved on to when she turned pro. Tried to do a little bit of European Tour stuff, but won the WPGA 3 times. So just a class player. About 2 years ago, she made a decision to finish as a pro. So she's kept the status of pro, but she followed a new career opportunity with financial services, and this week she's been working so hard, so we're all so proud of her. But this week she managed to finish off her final exam and got the pass that she needed to get through all of her exams now to become a financial advisor. So look out, world. So something I'd like to hear your thoughts on, something that's come out, well, in the last sort of week or so. The no cut on the PGA Tour. What do you think of it? You may even turn around and go, Dan, I don't even care. Like, I don't even watch the PGA Tour or whatever, but you may also have an opinion on it. I'd like to hear down in the comments, what do you think about that? They're trying to make now 8 events that are top 70 or top 50 in not in the world rankings, but in what you finished the previous year. Seen lots of comments from Twitter saying, you know, that stops the opportunity for players to come up through the ranks quickly. You had Will Zalatoris that came up through the ranks really quickly, and it would have actually stalled him from being able to do that, I believe, from what I was reading on Twitter. I'm not somebody that watches a great deal of PGA Tour stuff, if I'm brutally honest. I like the majors and I like a little bit of European Tour. Or DP World Tour, but I'm not that keen on sort of watching loads and loads of golf on the PGA Tour. But I'd like to hear what you think about it. One thing that is interesting is, and there's so much talk about the Live, and that's kicking off again this last couple of weeks or whatever they've been playing. But one thing it has done, if anything, is it's sparked a few things. So it's got things moving, should we say. It's got things changing, more money to be played for by these players, and I'm not sure whether that's a fantastic thing. I'm sure it is for them, but it just seems like from this move that almost the rich get richer again. The good thing about it with no cuts, I suppose, is if you think about it, if you go to an event, you can then follow your player, even if they've not done that well and they would have probably have missed the cut previously. You can go to an event and actually follow the player that you enjoy following. I don't think that's going to be the case when it comes to TV, unless you've got a red button on your skybox maybe, but I don't think that's going to be the case on TV, because they're still going to follow the leading players. They're not going to follow your random player out on the golf course who's not doing so well. So yeah, I'd like to hear what you think about that down in the comments, because you know, this game of golf, it seems to be a bit of a roller coaster road these last sort of certainly 18 months, and doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon, does it? I forget how tough these greens are around Churston. They are so subtly undulating in places, and if they get the pins in some tough spots like they've got them in today, got some nasty little pins out here, you can get some massive swings, big snaps at the hole. Thanks for everyone who watched the Turkey one last week. Fantastic to get away and see that place, absolutely amazing. And then an interesting one, I ended up from there, messed up my flights. So from there, flew out of Antalya, flying into Birmingham. I actually thought I had a day in between, but turns out I didn't. So I flew out of Antalya. The delayed flight was 2-hour delay. We then arrive in Birmingham at 3 AM in the morning on a Sunday morning. I've then driven from Birmingham with 3 other guys in the van straight to Bristol Airport, where I jump out of Bristol Airport, run through the terminal, and jump straight onto another flight to take me straight out to Pathos in Cyprus, Aphrodite Hills. I was absolutely exhausted. Couldn't do any filming, unfortunately, at Aphrodite Hills to share with you, but it is an absolutely spectacular, fantastic venue. Amazing golf course, amazing the vision that people have got to be able to put a golf course in and around the hills of where we've played there. Absolutely fantastic vision. Couldn't do any filming because I was fully under-armoured up for the 3 days, because I was out there with Foremost doing some Foremost filming. With Under Armour, they're releasing their new products, so we were out there doing that. So unfortunately I couldn't get any shots of me playing the wonderful golf course out there, but it is, and comments down below if you've had a chance to go out there and play it. If you haven't, please put it on your list, because it is an absolute spectacular golf course, spectacular facilities, fantastic place to get out there and holiday with your kids and play some golf, and the weather, well, a little bit better than this. Well, thanks for following my little journey this morning, little catch up. It's always nice to have a little catch up and kind of go off topic a little bit. I think I finished about level par, which wasn't too bad. Greens are rolling very fast. Next week on the channel we've got Lithia Links. Myself and James Roof taking on the monster of Lithia Links, 7,600 yards. Can we break par? Par 73, standard scratch for me, or course rating is 78. Can we shoot under par? James absolutely ripping it at the moment. So yeah, hope you enjoy that video. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. A big thanks for watching and the support, and we'll see you all again next Sunday.